I miss black people. I know that sounds crazy, but I am from Georgia and I used to go to HBCU and the majority of my friends were black, and now I live in a small town in California and I miss black people. There's not very many here and I hate it. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my job, I love my friends here, but I miss black people. Don't come for me. I miss the culture, I miss the vibe, I miss the confidence, the jokes, the food. I miss black people. Something's missing in my life, and I've come to the conclusion that that's what it is. Okay, bye!
The biggest tools the white supremacists use to control the general population is jealousy. Not just fear of minorities, but fear of minorities being more successful than you as a white person. Because implicitly, deep down, they know that they have a significant advantage over every single immigrant, over black and brown people in the US. Because of factors like racism, all you have to do is look to the government and see how white and how conservative it is. But they cannot accept the fact that somebody who came to America 5 years ago didn't know any English and was able to work themselves into society, get a good paying job, and take care of their family is more successful than them. They can't accept the fact that there are people who have come to America and done better in a system that was built for them. That is why I believe that a large portion of racism and bigotry in general is rooted in jealousy. It's not just about white people wanting to hoard the resource. It's about white people wanting to hoard them so other people don't get them. They would rather see people of color fail than another white person succeed, because it's never been about success, it's been about preventing others from doing well. That sort of spite is what keeps them going.
This is how I know that racism is literally just jealousy. Because if you don't like a group of people, if you don't like someone or something, you leave it alone. You leave them alone, because if you don't like something or someone, you avoid them. But the thing with racists, or especially anti-black racists, they do not leave us the fuck alone. Like, how can you claim to hate black people, yet be obsessed with them and be involved in everything they do? And racists literally claim to hate black people, yet will literally not leave them alone. And you can see this with history. You can see this with segregation era, when black people were actually thriving on their own, and yet white people destroyed their communities. It's just like, how can you claim to hate us, yet want to be us? And be so obsessed with us and our culture? You try to make us look bad, you come up with these crazy ass slurs to call us. There is just so much anti-blackness throughout America's conception that I literally could make like not even 2 hours, like I could be ranting about this forever. It's honestly just insane how you claim to hate us, yet you are literally obsessed with us. We live in your head rent-free. Jealousy is a disease.
Most people don't like realize this, but all racism is just jealous. It's like mutilated so much that now it's like so evil. Like, it's legit like the almost final evil form of jealousy. And I'm not talking about like the systemic racism, like the racism that's in the systems that, you know, keep like black people down and keep them in like certain levels type of thing. I'm just talking about the type of racism that's like in people's brains and their opinions and the biases they held, things like that. They're jealous of the things that maybe like black people are capable of, or the natural like bodies or faces that they're born with, or like, I don't know, maybe even like the influence that black people have on things like entertainment and music and even sports and arts. Like, just being jealous of like kind of the culture that the black community holds. And mind you, jealousy is a very normal emotion. Jealousy is a normal human emotion to feel. But then when you don't clock your jealousy, when you can't accept your jealousy, you kind of hide it. And the more you try to hide something, the more it mutilates into something really, really evil. It's very similar to misogyny. It's very similar to hating women. Men, like, the thing is that a lot of people who are racist don't even realize they're racist. Like, they'll have like black friends and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But you don't actually look at black people as someone who is equal to you. But yeah, it's like very similar to women, because at the end of the day, a lot of men and women too, like, who hate other women and don't even realize it, it's because they're jealous of them. They're jealous of the privileges like women have, and they're very different things. But then once you cross over women and also black women, it just turns into like a whole different ballgame.
Racism is about jealousy. If you think that's a reductive statement, please stick with me. when I say jealousy, I'm talking about insecurity, which is really what jealousy is, but I think it's easier to understand if I say insecurity rather than just jealousy. Because we know from appropriation that we are very jealous of other cultures. Why would we want to listen to the music, eat the food, wear the clothes, do the hairstyles, have everything, the language, but not give credit where credit is due and not uplift the people who created it? White people are so lost in feeling like they don't have a connection to culture, especially many of us who are very far removed from our European roots. And I think the need to fill that space and that insecurity of this lack of culture and lack of something to call our own is often filled with cultural appropriation and the idea that being white is superior.
Go and make fun of black people for having big lips, yet white people go get their lips done. White people will say, you know, things about black people's skin tone, but then go get a tan and try to be brown. White people sit here and say they don't like black people, yet they listen to rap and hip hop music. White people will say black people have big butts, but then are on the freaking stepper at the gym or getting BBLs out here or injections. White people use the N-word loosely, but are so scared to actually embrace their saying the N-word, and if they get caught online, they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. If you're so confident about being racist, then why are you mad that you're being exposed? If you don't like black people, why are you doing everything that black people do? Why are you stealing their culture? Why are you trying to get big lips? Why are you trying to get dark skin? Why are you trying to get a big butt? Because you're making fun of black people for having these types of features, yet you're hypocritical. And I think you're just mad because black people are beautiful. Black people got the best skin ever, the most beautiful skin, and when they get older, they look so much younger. Like, beautiful plump lips. Their music is fly. Like, who can lie on that? Not all white people, but some white people like to go get braids done in their hair, but still over here trying to be racist and everything. Like, girl, are you okay?
Every single time I become friends with a white woman, it's like they don't mind being next to me so they can reap the benefits of black culture, but they don't want me to be doing better than them, and they don't want me to get more attention than them. That's when it's a problem. Like, and that's how a lot of white women act. No shade. They don't mind being friends with a black girl, but that black girl can't be deemed as more attractive than them. And that black girl can't be prettier than them or get more attention than them or smarter than them. No. Because in their head, they believe that as a white woman, they're automatically supposed to be on top. And most white women do befriend black girls just to have them as a sidekick. So oftentimes they'll become friends with a black girl just so you can remind them that they're at the top of the beauty standard. And oftentimes when you get around a white girl and you start showing her that even though you're at the bottom of the beauty standard, you still get more attention than her, they start acting out and they start having tantrums.
Hello everyone, what's up? How are you doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button and let's dive right into the video compilation you have watched, right? So I understand you've seen what's happening, right? So this is just not about a story. It's not a story, guys. This is real life, and it's a confession, a desperate cry from a sterile new town. I miss black people. It's a desperate cry. It's a desperate cry because she misses the culture, the jokes, the confidence, the vibe, and like, what do you mean? What, like, so black people, you're that funny, right? The vibe, it's the stark realization of what she traded for silence. But the larger truth revealed here cuts deeper than more just any longing, right? It cuts deeper. The truth that she's actually saying goes deep, deep, deep down. It's the uncomfortable truth that people are not going to talk about, the uncomfortable truth about anti-blackness itself. Yeah. So I feel like this is the core of racism. And racism is just jealousy. You can't convince me otherwise. And racism is very expensive. Racism is jealousy, and it is very, 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 very expensive. Because look at what is going on right now. MAGA supporters. The FAFO season is hitting them whip after whip after whip after whip, season after season. Like, it, where does it end? Because when you're a racist, it means you're just jealous of somebody's color, and that's why you tend to make them feel inferior, and that is very wrong. So it's not just about hoarding resources, it's the sheer insecurity that mutates into something truly evil. Okay, it's something that changes to become something very evil. That is racism for you. They are jealous of the natural beauty. Okay, the skin, the lips, the bodies, and the unstoppable influence of black culture. It and the culture that it has on the internet, the music, the art. Let me tell you, foundational black Americans are very creative also. Let me just say, anybody, black people are just awesome. From, like she's saying, from we are unstoppable. From the culture, the style, the art, the music. Like, let's say something like piano, right? Some of you might know it because it's a South African, I think, original, I know, sounds or just music. Most artists right now worldwide are using that type of beat on every music that they are producing, and it's going viral. And we truly do understand black people really do influence how things are going on, right? Yeah. And you'll see that most black people are voluptuous in shape, right? They have that specific curvy body just naturally occurring. And the standard of beauty that is being placed is that curviness. And people are doing dangerous stuff to be just like that. Hmm? White people are doing a lot. So I can, I've never faced racism up close. Like, okay, I have, but it hasn't affected me because I live in a country where 90%, or let me just say 96% of us are black people. So the foundational black Americans, I feel like they go through it daily, daily, and it's sickening the fact that they have to be facing all of this. I really, really do feel sorry. That is why I make such video compilations, just to address to the world and the rest of us who are not able to thank God for the internet, right? We can spread such information for the world to see exactly what is going on. So the girl is saying she misses black people. The lady, the hypocrisy is undeniable. They make fun of the features. They do make fun of us, right? The big lips that we have, the calves, then all of a sudden, after making fun of us, they do what? They rush to surgeons for what? Like I just said, BBLs, and then for those lip fillers. Now artists are like, why that is? They have the lip fillers, they have the BBLs. Like, it's just crazy. They claim they are, you know, why people claim that they do hate us, but they're now copying us. Like, what is wrong with you? That is not hate, that is just jealousy, like I told you. And it's costly, my friend. They claim they hate us, yet they are so fundamentally obsessed that they cannot leave us alone. They are so obsessed with us that to the point they can't just leave us alone to live our lives. They steal the music, they wear the hairstyles, they're not even braiding their hair. I'm not saying it's bad, but it just looks off. They appropriate the culture, all while refusing to uplift the people who have actually created it. They copy us, the black people, but at the same time, they're against the same black people to the point that they want to deport all of us as if it's possible. Yet, foundational black Americans have been there for generations. They are the natives of that country. They've been there for the longest time. So understand this: the energy they expend on hate is simply a disease of jealousy living rent free in their minds. You are not at the bottom, it's on the mind, okay? Baby girl, baby boy, you're not at the bottom. You are the original. You are the object of their relentless, all consuming obsession. It's you they want to copy. They want to be like you. So do not fear. Do not feel embarrassed or something like that. You are beautiful. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this YouTube channel. Happy holidays. Please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.